Hey, good morning, guys. If you are an Indian and you are planning to study abroad or come to other countries, then this video is specifically for you. Well, come on, we all know this trend. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm so fed up and I actually got a Instagram message stating that how they got scammed out of the study abroad agency or study abroad people who are just posting these YouTube videos and Instagram reels and everything. I felt so sad and I have to make this information aware. And there is also another second reason. I studied masters in France and a lot of my classmates who are from India are not in France anymore. Either if they are skilled enough, they are in another country in Europe, or certain people actually left the country with all those education loans because they are just simply unable to find a job in France. And that's a reality. That's a hard reality. Because at this one point, you just have to remember that running a university itself is a business. And now these days, a lot of universities are just charging crazily high number of tuition fee and for a shitty degree, and which is not even recognized by its own government in some cases. That do exist in France as well, and I have personally seen it. I wanted to make this video to make your mind open in such a way that actually makes sense to come and study abroad or not, or this is how you want to do it. Okay, let's get straight to it. You see this Instagrammer, YouTuber, study in this country, this is good, this is good, this is good, this and that, all these things. I am also kind of a person who came to this country, but what I saw and what I heard and what I see physically here, none of this is true. But listen, there are some really good people out there, but they are like literally less. For example, in my opinion, if I see anything about Germany, then Bharat in Germany, that guy is like a real good and all of his informations are accurate. But I don't see anyone else as accurate as him. Other countries like study in Canada, study in Europe, study in this country. One question which keeps poking in my mind is like, even I see these reels every day and I ask this question, man, this is so not true, or this is so not the right way how the user seeing this reel will interpret it. I actually went through all of those things and I noted down all the points. I'll just go through this one by one. Let's just take a typical reel where it just says study MIM, MBA, and then best universities, less fees, and then less living expenses, quality of education. Wait, just ask a question. If they say it is best universities, then how much? What is the reference? To which other universities they're comparing with? Is that university officially recognized? Ask this question. If they say quality of education, yes, how do they tell it? With respect to which reference? With respect to India or with respect to other country or with respect to the same universities in the same country? What is the number? Ask the question. And you see less living expenses. Yes, less. It's too generic. Less living expenses compared to India or which other country or the same country? How? And above all of this, you should ask yourself this one question. Why do you want to study? Or is this the right way for you to study? Is this what you really want? You have to ask. Rather than directly jumping into I want to study MIM or I want to study MBA or I want to study this or study that. You might want to follow this frame so that you can save a lot of money. And this is the best pragmatic decision you could ever make. Number one, ask this question. Do you really want to study? And is the study worth it? Then identify which type of person you are. There are two types. You are just a person who just wants to study abroad and then go back to your home country, or you just want to study there and settle there itself. And there is another third category where you just want to study in another country and settle in some other country. I'm not going to speak about that. If you are just want to study abroad and then go back to your original country, this is what you have to ask. Speak to the alumni of the university whom you can find it on LinkedIn. Speak to them how well they are doing it. Check whether that university is being recognized by the government. That's when you have to proceed to studying in that particular university, knowing that the degree is valid. This is how you officially recognize the quality of education or how relevant the degree is when you graduate and you go to the work. This is how you verify the authenticity of the university. Number two, if you are a person who want to study there and then work there, settle there, your approach should be totally opposite. Number one, you have to start from this particular question. Will you, or your personal self, will assimilate into that country and its culture for the near future? That means, can you integrate into that society? If you're coming to France, for example, can you speak French? If not, first learn that language. Okay, it's okay. Take 1 year break. Learn that language. I have seen a lot of people who come to this country with zero French and they actually put in the work and effort and they speak French and they get a job by speaking French. These are less than 1% of the population who come to France for this. But 99% just don't put that much effort. That includes myself. I somehow managed to come out by studying it. This is what my advice to my own younger self if I wanted to come here. Because I'm a kind of this guy where I want to settle in that country. First by studies, then by working there. So this is what I would do if I am doing it all over again. First, I'll verify I can speak the local language. I'm comfortable with that particular culture and society. In the future, I won't get annoyed with the society or culture. I don't hate this culture, so that I can lead a life here. And number 2, is that government giving you a proper visa after your studies so that you can build your life there? That's number 2. Verify the government website itself. Like post-study visas, are they giving it that much? How easy it is to find a job after your studies with the right skills. If you don't have skills, you will not get a job. Identify yourself whether you can develop that skill. There is a lot of people and there is a lot of competition. Your competition is also with the local people who are already fluent in their mother tongue. So you have to be that much competitive so that you have a competitive edge over them. And number 3 is like how good the university is. How are you comfortable with that course? Are you the type of person who wants to do that course? Number 4, if you are taking education loan and then coming here, and apparently right now a lot of international students are actually cash cows for these universities. See Australia, see Canada. Even there is a BBC documentaries about it. Search, Google it. You will find a lot of it. That's why even Australia banned Indian students from their intake. All these scams even exist in France. Your education consultants are the one who will screw you 99% of the time. Just don't trust them. Do your own research. So instead of asking, should I study this? Should I study MIM, MBA or this is? Ask the right questions. Use your common sense. Look, if you guys can understand this, you guys are literally smarter than me because I found this after coming here. And I also found that I'm a product of a stupid education consultant as well. But then I was smart enough to figure it out and I built myself out of the trenches. So take care guys.